guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing is a Cult Beauty Advent Calendar. We're going to unbox the whole thing. I'm going to tell you about each and every product. We're going to try lots and lots of them out. I'll tell you if it's a sample, if it's a travel size, if it's a full size, and how much each individual item is worth. As usual with these videos, I bought the calendar myself and all opinions are my own. Not that they're not if I get it sent, but you know, I wish Cult Beauty would send me an advent calendar. I mean, can you even imagine? Anyway, this cost me £235. It's got a value of over £1,000. I've worked out the value is £1,041. 3 of these calendars will contain £1,000 to spend at Cult Beauty. I mean, can you even imagine? Spoiler alert, mine does not. It never does, but how amazing would that be? So this is the 3rd year running that Cult Beauty have released the advent calendar. The most amazing thing about it, it's still in stock. So I bought this a couple of days ago when it originally launched. It's just arrived and it's still available. This has literally never happened before. Every year I've ever bought this calendar, it's sold out within an hour or two, frustrated hundreds and hundreds of people, and yeah, I'm glad they've finally made enough. So if you watch this video, like what's inside, you may still be able to get it, which is incredible. Honestly, never happened before. Anyway, let's dive right in and have a look at the calendar. So they've gone with this kind of funky design, not that dissimilar to last year's to be fair, and then when you open it up, this is what it looks like inside. It's a 25-day calendar, but there's more than 25 items inside. Some days you get more than one item, which is very exciting. So I'm just trying to kind of show you all of the different sides, although it's really difficult because it's so heavy. It also came with a little leaflet like this, the Cult Beauty Advent Calendar 2022. It tells us all about the charity partner they've paired with, and they are donating money for all the calendars to sell this year, and the partner is Mental Health UK. It also tells you about how they're cutting the CO2 emissions and all that kind of stuff, as well as all the items inside. It tells me here we've got 37 items in this 25-day calendar, so it is very exciting. So obviously the calendar is made up of drawers. It's made out of like a heavy kind of cardboard cardstock, so you could definitely reuse it if you are looking at a calendar that's reusable. This is a really great option. It seems really well made and everything. All right, so let's jump right into the calendar and start it off with day number 1. Day number 1 is my current favourite vitamin C serum. It's the Sunday Riley CEO 15% vitamin C brightening serum. It's a 1 fluid ounce 30ml size. This retails at £70 and I have paid that for this serum. It's really good. I really like it. It's like a white serum. So it's quite lightweight, sinks into the skin really well, and over time I've definitely noticed a little bit of additional brightness to my skin, and my skin's been like a little bit even, less issues with like texture and uneven skin tone and things like that. So this is a really good option, and like I said, it's worth £70, and this is a product I have bought and will buy again. So things like this straight away just make me think this calendar is completely worth it for me. It also has a nice kind of orange scent to it. It says target dullness, dark spots and discoloration with this effective serum boosted by ultra stable vitamin C, and you cannot go wrong with Sunday Riley as a brand. Really like their products. Day number 2, and we've already got 2 products in this drawer. It's a travel size shampoo and conditioner, and these are by Sachajuan, and it's the scalp shampoo and scalp conditioner because they do different shampoos and conditioners. They are 100ml each, which is 3.4 fluid ounce. The shampoo is worth £14 in this size. It says keeping itchiness at bay, this daily shampoo cares for and balances a dry, irritated scalp. Now, my issue with this, it's got sodium lauryl sulfate in, which isn't generally very good for an itchy scalp. If anything, it causes itchiness in some people. For me, I'm allergic to SLS, so it's not a product I would use. It doesn't really have much of a scent, quite a light scent, pretty inoffensive. The conditioner here is worth £15, again in this size, and it says nourish and hydrate strands with this gentle conditioner formulated to relieve an itchy or dry scalp. I guess that's if you put conditioner on your scalp. That's what it looks like. I don't normally put conditioner on my scalp, but I've read something recently that suggests we should be, so maybe I will give the conditioner a try. Day number 3. Ooh, so this was a product I was really excited to try. It's by Malin and Gotts. Now, Malin and Gotts, not a brand that's spoken about that much. They do skincare, they do candles, and they do perfume. And this is their perfume oil. It's dark rum. And this is a 9ml or 0.3 fluid ounce size. Now that doesn't sound like a lot for a perfume. It kind of sounds like a sample or something, but it's not. It's actually a full size. Because it's a perfume oil, that's why you get a lot less of it. Apparently this lasts quite a long time. It's in a rollerball style. Now, I don't normally like a rollerball, I've just got a thing about them. You can see the oil left there on the skin, but apparently this lasts quite a long time on the skin. I really like the dark rum scent. It's a unisex scent. It probably leans a little bit more towards the masculine than the feminine. I just think it's a really gorgeous scent. It's one I've had in a candle and really enjoyed, so I'm sure I'll enjoy it as well as a bit of a perfume. Like I said, it's a full size. This retails at £27 in this size, and it says, packing a powerful punch, this warm fragrance combines notes of bergamot, leather, rum and vanilla. So it's something a little bit different, and apparently, like I said, it lasts on the skin quite a long time with it being an oil. I've never used a perfume oil before, so I'm intrigued to see how that will work. Day number 4. Today we've got a product by Hair by Sam McKnight. It's the Deeper Love Intensive Treatment Mask. It's 50ml or 1.69 fluid ounce. It's a new launch, this, for the brand. And in this travel size, which is a travel size, it retails at £22. Now we actually got this exact same product in this exact same size in our Liberty London advent calendar this year. So if you've got that calendar, you will already have this, but it's one I'm really excited to try. The brand itself is brilliant, and I love the fact that they're including a new launch in here. It looks very, very promising. Give hair a little TLC with this nourishing split end repairing blend of plant, keratin and shea butter. And I've read that this is actually clinically proven to improve hair and split ends. So I have very high hopes for this one. Day number 5. Today we've got a full-size moisturiser. This is by Youth to the People, and it's the Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream. It's got ashwagandha and reishi pentapeptide, and it's a moisturiser. It's 59ml or 2 fluid ounce. Superfoods and science, 100% vegan, no animal testing, made in California, skincare for all. This deeply hydrating moisturiser with superior plant extracts is formulated for dry, reactive and sensitive skin. In this size, it actually retails at £50 because, like I said, it is a full size. And that is what it looks like kind of texture-wise. Now, I have got oily to combination skin, and this is more suited to like a drier skin type, so I think this is one I'm going to pass on. But if this is for your skin type, it's a really nice option to have this in here, especially with it being worth £50. It also has shea butter in, and my skin sometimes breaks out with shea butter, so I try and avoid it. But it says this fragrance-free moisturiser blends squalane, jojoba and shea butter for deep hydration without clogging pores. Day number 6. Today we've got a travel size sunscreen. This is from Supergoop. It's the Unseen Sunscreen UVB High Protection SPF 30. It's water resistant, 15ml or half of a fluid ounce. So it's colourless, it's scentless, it's kind of got the texture of like a silicone primer. Makeup applies well with it, doesn't leave a white cast because it's not white, it is clear. And yeah, if you like that kind of sunscreen, I'm sure you'd love it. For me, I prefer more of a light lotion texture. I don't like the texture of this with it being so kind of silicone-y. Most people adore it, it's just me and my thing. But this is a travel size worth £15. Expect impressive broad spectrum UV protection without a greasy finish or that telltale white film. So I guess we're into winter. 30ml might be considered sufficient. Personally, I tend to use an SPF 50 all year round, but this is not a bad option for the winter. And like I said, for most people who don't like the white cast and don't like that type of sunscreen, I'm sure you'd love this, and it does make a really nice base for makeup. Day number 7. Today we've got a travel size product from Zellens. This is Power D. It's the vitamin D concentrate, fortifying and restoring. 10ml or 0.34 fluid ounce, like a lightweight liquid, and it still comes in like a pump style applicator, even though this is just the travel size. It's a glass bottle. This is actually worth £47, and that is what it would cost you to buy this size in the product. Repair a compromised skin barrier with this medley of fatty acids, vitamin D, ceramides and plant oils. Let me know if you've used this, because £47 for 10ml. I'm expecting it to be really good, and Zellens do make really good products, so it's what I'm quite excited about. Day number 8. So it wouldn't be a high-end beauty calendar without a product from Augustinus Bader. This is the Rich Cream. It's the Discovery sized cream, which is a 15ml or half of a fluid ounce. It's actually a travel size. You can buy it in this size. It retails at £69. It is a really nice cream. Again, too heavy for my skin type, which is oily combo. But if you've got a dry skin type, it is a really good cream. I just prefer the original or the light version. But we do see these quite a lot in the high-end calendars. So if you love it, expect to see it again next year. It says, This intense and nourishing moisturiser is powered by a trigger factor complex, which they call TFC8, that revs up your skin's natural regeneration. Day number 9. Today we've got a full-size moisturiser from Bioma, and it's the moisturising gel cream. It's a triceramide complex with niacinamide and green tea. Boosted barrier, better skin, 50ml, 1.69 fluid ounce. This is quite an inexpensive brand. It's got a pump style applicator like this. So this full size only retails at $11.99, which is super affordable for a moisturiser, but don't let that put you off. It's actually really quite impressive. I have been using this, I've got it in my collection and I've been trying it out recently and it's actually really good. So this is what it looks like. It's like a lightweight lotion, almost like a gel lotion moisturiser instead of anything super thick. But I find it adds the moisture to my skin just about enough that my kind of oily combo skin needs, and makeup applies quite well on it. It still leaves that kind of smooth canvas to go in with everything else. It feels nice on the skin. Most importantly for me, doesn't cause breakouts or anything like that. So it's a really nice option, and my skin seems to be responding really well to the lower priced products at the minute, so that's always good. So not a super value, but one I'm actually really excited to see in here because I really enjoyed using this product. This lightweight moisturiser supports a healthy skin barrier with reparative ceramides, niacinamide and green tea extract. Day number 10. We're talking about affordable skincare, and today we get a product from the Inkey List, and this is definitely one I can recommend. This stuff is phenomenal. It's the polygamutic acid. Now I've got this, I've got it in front of me because I didn't want to sort of open the new one when I've got another one open. I applied it today as part of my skincare routine. So for some reason the one I got, and I only got it about a month or so ago, looks like this. The new one looks like this, but they're the same size. So yeah, it's 30ml or a fluid ounce. So this is the one you'll get in the calendar. They've kind of gone shorter and fatter on the packaging. This is like a hyaluronic serum on steroids or something. It's absolutely brilliant. So this one became quite famous on TikTok and things because people were mixing it with foundation and it was giving this like gorgeous kind of dewy look to the skin and like a plumped look. I don't personally do that with it. It looks nice. I've tried it myself. I like to just have it as one of my skincare steps. It's usually about the last step before I apply my moisturiser, depending on which products I'm using. Particularly like to use it during the day. It does make my skin feel and look just that little bit kind of more plumped and healthy, and I've been loving it, particularly as the weather's turned a bit in the UK. It's got a bit colder. It's nice to have something like this. So I'm going to show you the texture and stuff in just a minute, but it's just a brilliant, brilliant product. So it says, holding 4 times more moisture than hyaluronic acid, polygamutic acid grants ultra soft and supple skin instantly. Would completely agree. And you know what? If you don't get the calendar and you've not tried this product, I would recommend it to anyone. As I've said, I'm oily combo, so it's not that I need sort of mega moisture like perhaps a drier skin type might do, but it is just so good that I think you should try it, because I think for any skin type it would be fab, and at the price point as well, even more so. Hoping you can see this. It's just got like a little bit of a thicker texture than a hyaluronic acid would have, but it still sinks in really well into the skin and just feels really lovely when it's on there, and your skin just feels really soft, like baby soft kind of skin. It retails at $14.49, so it's really affordable as well. I would definitely recommend it to just about anyone. Day number 11. Today we've got a travel size hair care product. It's by Colour Wow, and it's the Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. Magically transforms texture, amazing humidity proofing powers. 50ml, 1.7 fluid ounce. This retails at $12.50 in this travel size. Now, I've got one of these. I need to use it actually. It's been on my list of things to use. So there's a really specific way they recommend that you use this. So they say once you've washed and conditioned your hair, you've towel dried it, you then spray this on in sections and you blow dry your hair. My issue is I don't really blow dry my hair. It's not a skill I possess, and therefore I haven't actually used this, but apparently it lasts for up to 4 washes and leaves your hair sort of super smooth, super sleek, and you know, super polished. So I will have to give it a try because it would be lovely if it did that for me. It says, envelop hair in a protective waterproof cloak that fights frizz and gives strands a smooth, silky finish. Day number 12. Today we've got a product from Neod, which is the more expensive version of the Ordinary. It's the multi-molecular hyaluronic complex, MMHC2. It's half of a fluid ounce, 15ml. don't know much about this. It just says apply a small amount to the entire face twice daily. This is a travel size worth £27. It seems to get really good reviews, and it says combining 12 molecular weights of hyaluronic compounds, this clever complex offers unrivaled long-lasting hydration. So it sounds very much like the polyglutic acid in terms of what it does, but this one's obviously a little bit different, so I'm intrigued to see how that kind of performs in comparison. Day number 13. Today we've got a product from Medicate. This is the R-Retinate Youth Activating Cream Intense. So I believe this is a type of retinol or a different type. So it's not retinol, I think it's actually retinate. I'm going to pretend I know the difference, not really. It says visibly reduce the appearance of fine lines, scarring and dark spots with this powerful retinate charged night cream. So I think this is one you have to go quite slowly with if you haven't used this kind of strength of retinol before. Having said that, with it being within a cream rather than a serum, it shouldn't be as bad, but I would go slowly just to be safe. So it is only a travel size, being 15ml, but it's worth £75 in this size, which seems crazy, because if it's really good, it's a lot to kind of repurchase for just 15ml of product. So I'm expecting a lot out of this, but I think this is one of their kind of higher strength type retinols in a cream, I think. So let me know if you know much about this product, but it definitely sounds interesting. Again, I don't want to be led too much by the fact that because it's expensive it's good, doesn't always translate, but it sounds interesting, and Medicate do tend to make pretty amazing products. Day number 14. Today we've got a full-size eye cream, and this is by Ren. This has been showing up everywhere. It's been in like goodie bags, higher end kind of beauty boxes, all over the place, and then now it's turned up in the advent calendar. So this is their eye cream, the Brightening Dark Circle eye cream, 15ml or half of a fluid ounce. This is worth £44. Here is one I've got on the go right now. You can see as the tube is see-through, I'm kind of up to here, so I've used quite a lot of this product. It is a nice eye cream. It's not like my favourite, but it's not my least favourite either. I do like it. This is what it looks like. So it definitely kind of lightly blurs out any imperfections and gives a little bit of brightness to the under eye area. I do think makeup like concealer and stuff sits on it really well as well. So it's nice. It's one I would recommend, although maybe not as much as my absolute favourites, if you know what I mean. So it's a good middle of the road one for me. Elderberry flower extract and sustainably sourced glycogen work to dramatically smooth tone and brighten the eye area. Day number 15. Oh, okay. So we've got a few different things going on in here. So the first thing I see is a supplement by Hum, and these are the Hair Sweet Hair gummies with benefits for strong and shiny looking hair. It's got 14 vegan berry gummies in here, and it's, like I said, a food supplement. You take 2 per day, so it's a 7-day supply. Hum actually included some different gummies in the Selfridges Advent Calendar if you see me unbox that one. Like I said, I know it's controversial when we get supplements because not everybody can take supplements depending on medication and various other things. These make me a little bit wary. I've read lots of people saying that they really, really work in terms of helping your hair to grow like more hair and thicker hair and all that kind of stuff because of the amount of biotin and things in there. On the flip side, I've heard a lot of people report that they get breakouts and stuff when taking these because there's such a high concentration of vitamins, it causes reactions in people's skin. So it's a good way to try it just for 7 days just to see if you have any negative effects, but obviously not long enough to probably see positive results. But it makes me a bit wary because of some of, like I said, the negative reviews and things I've read. So if you've taken these, please let me know your thoughts. 60 gummies, which would be a 30-day supply, would retail at $27.25. The amount of gummies we've got here, therefore, are worth $6.35, and that's like price per gummy. So it's basically a sample of those. You can't buy them in that size. There's another couple of products in here. One of them is one I've been wanting to try for ages, and I held off buying because I saw it was in this calendar. It's the K18 Biomimetic Hair Science Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. It is 5ml or 0.17 fluid ounce, which looks like a sample, but you can actually buy in this size. It's worth £9 in this exact size. It says, using the patented K18 peptide, this treatment reconnects and repairs broken bonds with stronger and shinier strands. Now I was thinking when I first saw this, how on earth is 5ml gonna like even do one application? But from some of the reviews I've read, you don't need that much, and the results are supposed to be like totally worth it. So really excited to try that, because like I said, it's been on my list for a while. Really intrigued about it. It says it heals the damage caused by bleach and colour, chemical services, heat styling and mechanical styling. So basically I have all of those issues, so I need this. The other product in this particular drawer is by Virtue, and it's the Healing Oil, 9ml or 0.30 fluid ounce. 100% of users immediately saw lightweight, shinier hair that looked instantly repaired, based on the 50 women they asked to try it. It says the only hair oil with Virtue's exclusive, powerful, hair transforming alpha keratin 60Ku. Shake well before each use to mix and activate the formula. Apply 2 to 3 drops into hands and work through damp and dry hair. Style as desired. It is just a sample, but it's one I want to try, and if you only need 2 to 3 drops, I have super fine hair, so it'll last me forever. It says, this shine-inducing hair oil uses restorative keratin to bind to and fill in damage along your strands. This is worth £7.56. A full size would be 50ml and £42, which would be quite a lot to spend on a hair oil if you're not sure if it's going to work for you. I find that these type of treatments that you use on after you've washed and conditioned your hair, they seem to last me ages because I have such fine hair, so definitely pleased to have like a mini one to sort of start with. It smells really nice actually. It smells kind of perfumed in a nice kind of way, like your hair's going to smell really good as well, so I look forward to testing that out. Day number 16. Today we get a full-size eyeshadow palette. It is the Bigger Brighter Eyes Filter Eyeshadows to enhance eye size and sparkle. It's by Charlotte Tilbury, and it is the 0.18 ounce or 5.2 gram size. It's a full size, it's worth £42. I actually already have this. My original intention, to be honest, was to have applied this so I had it on when I did the video, because that would have made so much more sense. However, I picked up the wrong palette because I've got a few of these palettes and they all look the exact same, and applied Queen of the Glow, which is not the one that's included in here, so ignore what I've got on my eyes. Anyway, this is what the palette looks like. This is my own personal one I already have. So we're going to have a look and do a bit of a swatch and things. So as usual, we've got 4 shades in here. We've got Prime, Enlarge, Define and Pop. So Prime is a really light one. Define, just doing a 1 finger swatch. I think this is Define. And then hopefully this makes this pop, because this is like the sparkly one. There we go. So they are your 4 shades. Hopefully that's coming up okay on camera. It's kind of hard to tell from where I'm at, but I find them to be quite nice kind of day shades, quite wearable, quite like them. Can't go wrong with Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows. I like them. The reason why I've got so many is because I keep buying the darn things. So there we go. It says a sumptuous quad of velvet soft shadows, including warm rose tone mattes, shimmers and sparkle shades. Day number 18. So today we get a hair mask. Now I know one of the complaints about the Cult Beauty Advent Calendar is there's so many hair care items in here, and there is, but most of them are very, very good. And this is no exception. I actually used this morning when I washed my hair because I wanted to try it out. So I already had one from one of the Cult Beauty edits I unboxed. I do lots of unboxings of those if you're not aware. So I wanted to try it just so I could kind of report back and tell you what I thought. So it's the Nourishing Miracle Treatment Hair Mask, 50ml, 1.69 fluid ounce. It's a travel size. It's worth £14.50 in this size. So positives and negatives with this. I loved what it did to my hair. It's your typical shampoo your hair. They do say to towel dry it, which is what I did. I guess then it sort of penetrates a bit deeper into the hair shaft. It says to leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes and use for once or twice a week. Now I've got super fine hair, and the reviews said it's really good because it really moisturises but doesn't weigh your hair down. Completely agree with that. Really enjoyed the results of the mask. What I don't care for as much, and this is just a kind of user experience thing, let me just show you what this looks like. So it's like a green, almost sludgy colour. It smells like the dentist, and I don't even know what I mean by that. It smells like when you walk into a dentist and you kind of smell their, I don't know, antiseptic or cleaning supply. It smells a little bit like my dentist. It's subtle, and I only really noticed it because I kind of was smelling it as I was putting it on, and it didn't linger or anything. But while I was using it, I didn't like that about it. Whereas I'm used to using treatments that smell nice, and this just didn't. And perhaps that's because they just haven't added things to it. I don't know. But it was just something I noticed and didn't like about it. But the actual performance of the product, very good. If you have used this, please let me know if you think it smells a bit weird or if it's just me. But that's what it smelled like to me, which, like I said, put me off just a little bit. Day number 18. 5 products today. So this is where we start to get even more exciting. Loads of things. This video is going to be like 3 days long, isn't it? Because there's so many things to show you. So The first thing we've got is a travel size mascara from Hourglass. It's the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara, 5.5 gram, 0.19 ounce. This is worth £14 in this travel size. It's a nice mascara, but I'm pretty sure this has turned up every single year that we've had the Cult Beauty Advent Calendar. Like every year it's in here, so maybe they need to switch things up a little bit. Let me know your thoughts on that one. It's a nice, decent mascara. It's one I would actually go out and buy. Generally I don't need to because it keeps turning up in the advent calendars. It's a smudge proof, clump free and infused with conditioning panthenol. This hard working formula gives lashes instant length and volume. Then we've got a skin stick from Roglow, which is the Rouen brand. We got, I think, a palette from the last year which was really difficult to use but nice when you got the hang of it. So this is in the shade Glazed. It says a luminous highlighting balm infused with nourishing skincare that hydrates the skin while giving you a radiant dewy glow. Apply to cheeks, brow, lips and décolletage. It's vegan and cruelty free. It's 8 grams, 0.28 fluid ounce. This is what the packaging looks like, super reflective. Now I don't understand this at all. It's like white. I mean, look at that. It's just white, so it's just not something that I would use. We got a product that was kind of similar by a different brand in Selfridges advent calendar, and that will be enough for me because I'm not a big highlighter fan anyway, but I'm sure some people would love this. I'm going to insert a picture. It literally looks like people have put white on their face, and I don't get that. That's not a look I would personally be going for, nice as it looks on those people. So yeah, that's one of those I'll be passing on today, I think. It says it's a non-sticky highlighter balm that bestows skin with a cool pearlescent radiance. This retails at £29. Another thing in here is another really similar product. This is by Pi and it's the Impossible Glow Highlighting Drops. Again, I think we got this possibly in a different shade last year. It says apply to moisturiser and apply to face for more intensity. So you can apply it directly to skin like a highlighter, or you can mix it in your products for like a little bit of extra radiance. But it still seems really similar to the highlighter stick. It says hydrating and glow bestowing, these versatile drops lend a warm lustre while dialing up the dew. This retails at £19 in this travel size and it's in the shade Champagne. Just literally put one drop here so you can see what it looks like if you are just going to apply it directly to the skin. Definitely kind of catches the light. This is more the type of highlighter I would use rather than like a super white stick. Couple more products in here. So you will get a lipstick by Huda Beauty. Now it's one of 2 shades. If influencers have been sent the calendar, I believe they were sent both. Obviously as a customer I've just received the one. So there was 2 different shades and I had a preference. So it's a Huda Beauty Power Bullet Cream Glow full size cream lipstick, 3 grams or 0.1 ounce. So you would receive one of 2 shades. Either Hustler, which is like a medium brown, or Sweet Cheeks, which is a medium pink. Thankfully I got the one I wanted, which was Sweet Cheeks. Because Hustler being a little bit brownier, it just isn't a shade I would go for. I don't think it's at all kind of flattering with my skin tone. I'm sure some people would prefer it, but for me, not so much. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, it's a full size. These are a really nice shape, I find, to apply straight to the lips without needing like a lip liner. This is the colour I'm wearing right now. I really like it. I put it on and thought, yep. It's a little bit kind of nudier than the average pink I would go for, but I like it. I think it's a gorgeous day shade. It applied really well. I felt like it went on quite sheer and I had to kind of go over it 2 or 3 times to kind of build up to the colour that you see here, but it's from their Sweet Nudes collection. I really like it. It's sort of shade, like I said, that I'll wear and get lots and lots of use out of, so I'm really happy it's in here because that's a really wearable kind of shade for me. Whichever of the shades you get, this is worth £23. Final thing in here, keeping on with that kind of makeup theme, is a primer from Laura Mercier. It's the Pure Canvas Primer Hydrating, silicone free, 25ml or 0.8 fluid ounce. It says, by replenishing long-lasting moisture, this primer creates a silky smooth canvas for flawless makeup application. So if you prefer more of a kind of moisturiser feel to your primer as opposed to that kind of silicone-y feel, this is a really nice option. I like the fact they've given us an actual travel size. Quite often with the Laura Mercier primers in an advent calendar, you would only get like a sample size or something like that, like a 10ml, but this is the travel size, which is very nice to receive. And this retails at £18, so a good all-rounder. So there is nearly £100 worth of products just in that one drawer. So day number 18, pretty exciting. Day number 19. Today we get the Sol de Janeiro Bom Dia Bright Cream. Retexturizing body cream nourishes as it reveals healthier, smoother, brighter looking skin. So this is the range that is super popular for its Brazilian Boom Boom cream. However, this is their kind of newer launch. It's got this kind of pinkier shade to it, as opposed to the yellow orange that you kind of get on the original product. So we're going to look what the product looks like. Like I said, it's a travel size, so it's 75 ml or 2.5 fluid ounce, and this is the one that contains renewing fruit AHAs and vitamin C. So travel size, worth £20 in this travel size. So it's got a kind of similarish texture to the Boom Boom cream, perhaps slightly thinner. It's got a different scent to it as well. So it's definitely quite perfumed, but in a very, very different way. It smells more, almost a little bit kind of florally to me than the Brazilian Boom Boom cream, if you're familiar with that scent. It's one you kind of have to smell yourself, I guess, but it's nice to have something different to the kind of the one that everyone knows, I guess. It's nice to have the newer one. It says this sumptuous body cream is enriched with exfoliating fruit-derived alpha hydroxy acids to reveal soft to the touch skin. So over time it will help to obviously exfoliate your skin on your body and make it a little bit healthier, maybe a little bit glowier too. Day number 20. So I love this product. It's by Glow Recipe and it's the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops Ultimate Glow and Brightening Highlighting Serum. So this I've used many times. I bought it in a full size. I literally just bought this in a full size because I'd received a sample of it and I'd forgotten. It was one of those products, I think I've used it ages ago and then forgotten about it, and then I used it again recently and was like, cannot be without this. So it's the 15 ml or half a fluid ounce size, which isn't actually a travel size in the UK. You can only get it in like sets with other products from Glow Recipe, but in the US you can buy it in a travel size in this size. So price per ml, it's worth £11.62. As a full size is a 40 ml worth £31. Now this can be used in a couple of different ways. So the packaging and everything is exactly the same as it would be if you got the bigger one. So you can either apply this as like a serum, which I've done it that way many times, or you can like dot it onto the skin for a particular kind of glowy look. That is what it looks like. Now I've obviously got makeup and stuff on, so I'm just going to kind of dot it over the top and show you what this looks like, because I find it really kind of catches the light. It can feel a little bit tacky when you kind of first apply it, but then it does sort of dry down so you can't like feel it anymore, and I feel like it just adds a nice little bit of glow to the skin. Like I said, really nice when you apply it as a step in your skincare routine as well, or if you want to go more for this kind of glowy look, then you can kind of dot it up your cheekbones. This is the kind of highlight I prefer, as opposed to like adding a kind of coloured highlight or something like that. But love this so much. Part highlighter, part serum, this formula bestows a dazzling glow while infusing your skin with refining niacinamide. Having oily to combo skin, my skin loves niacinamide. It seems to stop it having as many breakouts. It says on the packaging, before moisturiser, dispense 1 to 2 pumps as your daily serum and gently pat onto face and neck until fully absorbed. As a priming step, apply 1 to 2 pumps as the last step in your skincare routine before makeup. Can also be mixed with foundation for a dewy finish or applied as the last step of your skincare routine on the high points of the face as a skincare highlighter, which is what I've obviously done with it. It says achieve a magical, undeniable glow with this versatile instant skincare highlighter that illuminates skin under or over makeup. So Glow Recipe is a Korean skincare brand if you're not familiar. This product, I love it. Day number 21. And today we get a serum by Dr. Dennis Gross, who do the most amazing skincare. I love this brand. It's the Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting and Refining Serum. It's half of a fluid ounce or 15 ml. It's another one that's like a travel size, sold in the US but not in the UK, and I've had it sometimes in sets but never been able to buy it in this size. It says diminish blackheads and congested pores with this blend of lactic, glycolic and salicylic acids. A full size would be £68 for 30 ml. This is worth £34 price per ml, and this is a really nice serum. I tend to use it at night, although you could use it in the morning or at night. It's got like a little bit of an almost off-white yellowish kind of colour to it. It sinks down really well into the skin. I find it's particularly useful if you're somebody who is a little bit concerned about clogged pores, uneven tone, uneven texture. It really kind of seems to help with that. It's a really good formulation. It's just a really great product, so really nice one to have. Again, would have been nice to have a full size, but it's a pretty decent one all the same. Day number 22. today we've got a full-size product by Dr. Levitt, Switzerland, Skin Reset Treatments. This is a Pollution Shield skincare finisher, and I don't know a lot about it. It's a funny one, this. So it says pollution, 5 protection factors, urban pollution, ozone, household chemicals, infrared and blue light. And it says apply after your skincare routine before makeup. So this is like one of those funny products because it's not an SPF, but it's giving you the pollution protection, which is one of those things that not everybody thinks you need. But this is a really expensive brand and people love it. So I'm kind of thinking I'll just have to give it a go and see if I notice any difference at all using a pollution shield. This is a full size 30ml or 1 fluid ounce. This is worth £79. I mean, ouch, right? This unique formula softens and supports your skin while protecting against the damaging effects of 5 kinds of pollution. They say the vegan formula presents up to 24% oxidation from pollution attacks and improves the skin's moisture defences by up to 30%. Within days, oxidization falls up to 40%, while the skin's lipidic integrity improves to provide up to 40% more moisture protection. Expect less visible fine lines and firmer, more supple skin. I feel like this is either going to make a huge difference or I'm going to be like, it's not really doing much. I hope it does work at that price point, but it feels like an unnecessary product if we're trying to kind of slim down our skincare regimes and not spend as much money on things like this. This seems like a really expensive additional step I didn't know I needed, because you would still need like your SPF protection on top. As far as I know, it isn't protecting from the sun or sunlight or anything, or UV rays or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about this product. It says it can be used on the face or eye contour, which is interesting. So I'm excited to try it because it's so kind of different from what I currently use. But like I said, I don't know right now, first impressions, whether it's actually a product I need. Day number 23. The straw hasn't fared very well. It's like it's all scuffed on one side, but there we go. So today we've got a travel size product from Briogeo. It's a Superfoods Avocado and Kiwi Mega Moisture Hair Mask. 59ml, 2 fluid ounce. So this came in last year's calendar as well, so not very imaginative, but there we go. It's described as a thirst quenching deep conditioner that hydrates dry, parched hair. I've used this before because it came in last year's calendar. I remember it being pretty okay, but not like good enough where I would repurchase it, if you know what I mean. So nice to have, but not my favourite. It says, with phytonutrients and antioxidants, this rich treatment repairs damaged hair without weighing it down. Okay, maybe it does. I can't remember. Like, it's not something that's stuck in my mind, which means it's probably not the best I've used. This retails at £15 in the travel size. We've got here, like I said, 59ml, 2 fluid ounce. Not that exciting really for day number 23 for me personally, but sometimes do you ever find that you're unboxing an advent calendar or you're going through your advent calendar throughout the month and you're excited about some and then thinking for others, oh, I wish they'd left this for later on because I'm so excited about it. But obviously it's a personal thing. We all get excited about different sorts of things, don't we? Day number 24, Christmas Eve, but we've still got Christmas Day. This is a lovely product. I already have. I bought this in a full size and it's brilliant. It's by Biossance and it's the squalane and copper peptide rapid plumping serum. Instant hydration with hyaluronic acid and paracress. And it's a plant-derived squalane because it's Biossance, and it's 50ml, 1.69 fluid ounce for all skin types. 2 million sharks saved. This is what it looks like. It's a lovely kind of blue colour. It's like a hyaluronic acid sort of feel to it. It's like a light blue colour. I really love this. I've really been enjoying it. I think I got a sample of this, you know, in a goodie bag some time ago, I think from Cult Beauty. And anyway, I enjoyed the sample enough to go ahead and buy the full size. Like I said, full size, and it retails at £52, so a really nice one. I really like this. This is a really good kind of hyaluronic acid, but something a little bit extra because it has got those copper peptides in. It seems to be doing wonders for kind of brightening the skin as well and improving your skin over time. It's also supposed to make it more resilient as well, so it's all good. Day number 25, Christmas Day, and there's more than one product in here. Okay, that's heavy. There are lots of things in here. There are 6 products today. 6 products! We are being spoiled. Okay, so bunch of things in here. Some are skincare, some are other things. Let's have a look. So, to start off, we've got a cleanser by Drunk Elephant. I've spoken about this many times before. It's Best It No. 9 cleanser. I went through a phase of like loving this and using it all of the time. Sometimes I feel like it dries my skin a little tiny bit, other times I find it's fine. What I like about it is you can use it on your face when it's wet, when your face is dry, and either add the water before or after, and like it emulsifies, but it's not got sulfates in, so it's not kind of irritating or stripping the skin too much. Generally, like I said, it's okay for my kind of skin type. I think if you were super dry, be a bit more kind of wary about it. You can use it on your eyes, and it's got glycerin in there, it's got cantaloupe in there. This is a travel size, by the way. What I like about this is a really nice one for traveling with. It's also really nice like because it takes SPF off and makeup off really well, but it's also really nice for like when you're in the shower and you just want to like wash your face while you're in the shower. It's like a nice kind of no-nonsense, simple cleanser that generally does a pretty good job of cleansing. This is the travel size and it's worth £14. It says rinse away stubborn makeup, sunscreen and oils without sacrificing your skin's essential moisture barrier. So generally it's fine, it doesn't strip the skin, but like I said, sometimes it does, and I think that's more to do with the condition of my skin. When my skin's feeling a bit drier, a bit parched, I've not been looking after it as well, it tends to be too much for my skin. When my skin is feeling okay and like balanced, it's absolutely fine. Next up, a face mask from 111 Skin, Harley Street, London. So this is somebody who is a surgeon who has created a range of products. 111 Skin is super duper expensive, but they actually make really good products. So really nice to have, but couldn't afford to have it the routine all the time, if you see what I mean. This is the Oxygen Express mask, and it's a 30ml or 1.01 fluid ounce. I actually used this last night to remind myself what I think about it, and it is as good as I remembered. I already have this here in this size. This is the one I used last night, and it goes on like a clear gel. It's got a little bit of thickness to it, you can feel it on your skin, but not in a kind of unpleasant way. You basically cleanse your skin, dry your skin, apply a kind of generous thick layer for 5 minutes, and then you rinse it off. I feel like you need a cloth to remove it because it seems to want to cling onto your skin, but afterwards my skin kind of felt quite plumped, quite balanced, and like it had had a bit of a treatment. When it said oxygen, I was expecting it almost to like foam up and have that oxygen feeling. Sadly not, but I did like the effects of this mask, so I'm really happy it's in here. A full size will be 75ml, retailing at £95, which is a lot for a face mask. This size is therefore worth, price per ml, £38. This cryotherapy inspired mask stimulates cells to tone, tighten and refine the appearance of your skin. I don't know about tighten, I can't say I noticed any tightening, but it did seem to sort of make my skin look better, which is kind of what we want, isn't it? Still going, we've got another 4 products in here. So there is a product here, and it's a 100% mulberry silk mask. However, the padding is polyester, the band is elastane, it's hand wash only and made in China. But it was made specially for the calendar. So it's kind of cult beauty branded, but they don't actually sell them. And this is what it looks like. Now, when it's got quite a big band on it, actually, it looks kind of too big for my head. So I have a silk eye mask from Slip, and yeah, that band seems really big. And this one feels a little bit thinner and not as well padded, a bit more cheaply made, if I'm honest. Not super impressed with this. It's nice to have a silk eye mask, absolutely, and if you've not got one, I'm sure you'll love it. Silk eye masks are great, I just don't feel the quality is quite there with that. That's my impression. It says snooze soundly with this pretty and pink sleep mask made from luxuriously soft 100% mulberry silk. So the outer feels like mulberry silk, I've no issue with that. It just, like I said, it doesn't feel very well put together. There isn't actually any branding anywhere on it. It's nice enough, but not as good as the competitor or the market leader, if you like. No value on that either, because like I said, it's been made for the calendar. Just flip my blinds, they were doing some strange lighting, so yeah. Anyway, moving on in here, a few more things I'm really excited about. We have got a votive candle by Joe Loves. It's the Christmas trees one. It smells like Christmas trees. You've heard me speak about Joe Loves. I unboxed their advent calendar this year. I really like the brand. I love the candles, I love the perfume. It's all good. But these burn beautifully, better than other high-end candles I've used. Burns clean and perfectly, and you get the scent exactly as it is all the way through the candle. Every single drop it smells perfect. Whereas if you buy Yankee Candle, things like that, I find as you burn down, the scent goes, it leaves like black smoke and it's not great. These burn perfectly, but they are a high-end candle. They have started sometimes selling these votives on their own for £20, so quite a pricey candle, really beautiful. It will actually last quite a long time in this size. What does it tell me on here? I think they've got about a 24-hour burn time or about that. So 70g votive. So yeah, really, really nice. Then we've got a full-size moisturiser from Pharmacy, the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturiser, 50ml, 1.7 fluid ounce. So this is an intense moisturiser that replenishes dry, distressed skin with lasting hydration. It's got potent plant-based ceramides, antioxidant-rich buckwheat honey, and sweet fig, which provide optimal hydration and help to protect the skin's moisture barrier. It restores moisture to help visibly plump skin and improve the look of fine lines. So it says it's particularly good for normal to dry skin. Again, a little bit heavy for my skin. This actually retails at £42 in this size. Really, really good. And then finally, definitely last but not least, I love this other product. Something else I already own and love. It's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This one is in chocolate, which is probably my favourite of all the lip masks that they do. It's 40g and 0.70 ounce. I've spoken about this in my favourites many times. It comes with a little pouch like this, which has got a little lip brush thing in there to get the product out. So these last me about 6 to 8 months, and I apply them every single night. They're a nighttime lip sleeping mask, but you can apply them during the day as well. This is the chocolate one. You can see I've already had a bit of a dip in there because this is the one I already had and the one that I've treated myself to. So it is like a brownish colour, but then when you apply it to the lips, kind of the colour blurs away. It's the perfect base for lipstick. It's the perfect lip mask for overnight. It just hydrates and hydrates and hydrates. It's the best lip balm, lip mask, whatever you want to call it, in the history of the world. The end. I love it. I will not hear a bad word said against this lip mask. It's so good. So again, if you don't get the calendar, you have to at least try this. It's just so good. And the chocolate scent is like a nice light chocolate scent. It's not like sickly sweet, oh, that's too much. It's just done perfectly. I love this. So I'm extremely excited to have another one, even though I bought this myself, and this retails at £19. And that is this year's Cult Beauty Advent Calendar. Let me know in the comments what you think of this year's calendar. Have you picked it up or are you going to? I personally think it's a brilliant calendar. If I was just buying one, I think I'd struggle to pick this year because there are so many amazing ones, hence why, yet again, I'm doing lots and lots of Beauty Advent Calendar unboxings. For me, I think it'd be between this one, the Harvey Nichols one, the Harrods one, and the Space NK one. Space NK is usually my favourite. That's up behind me if you've not seen that unboxing. I'm doing a playlist as well of all of my Advent Calendar unboxings, so I will put it here if you do want to check it out. If you are brand new to Cult Beauty, there is a referral scheme and I have a code under the video that will get you a discount on your first order. The amount seems to change. Sometimes it's £5 plus a free full-size gift. Other times it's just £5. Other times it's £10 off. Depends what kind of promotion they're doing. So if you're new to Cult Beauty, do check that out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hitting the notification bell. I've got so many more Advent Calendar videos to do. I've ordered so many and they're starting to arrive now. So I've got the MAC one, that's coming up soon. The Harrods fragrance one. I'm also hoping to order the Harrods beauty one as well. Yeah, lots and lots of them to come. So definitely make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those. I'll put a link under the video if you do want to pick up this Advent Calendar. And I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. And I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.